Another way to finance with receivable is to discount your notes receivable. It's used to obtain cash now. It differs from financing with accounts receivable, where that's called factoring. With a note, it's called discounting. The cash receivable will be the maturity value less a discount. It is a three-step process. So the first step is to first update your interest. Just like when you'd sell an asset, you'd have to update depreciation. You're selling a note receivable, so update your interest receivable and interest revenue. You accrue interest earned to date before the discount, and then calculate the full maturity value, principal and interest. Then you're going to deduct the discount that the bank charges you. Think of that discount as a fee for it to calculate how much cash you actually get. Okay, so best way to go through this is just look at an example. The corporation has a $40,000 90-day note receivable. Interest is 12%. Stated July 13th. It's due to mature on October 29th. On August 30th, 30 days after issuance, the corporation takes the note to the bank. The bank is willing to discount it at 15%. It's always going to be higher than your stated rate because they're not going to do it for free. The note was paid by the customer at maturity. So you have the note signed July 31st, you sold it to a bank, you discounted it on August 30th, and then at maturity on October 29th, the customer paid it. Only instead of paying you, they paid the bank that received this in the discount note. Note receivable is 40, length is 90, note interest rate is 12. The discount on day 30 of a 90-day note, discount rate is 15. So here's a summary of what's happening. So the note receivable is $40,000. The length is 90 days. The interest rate is 12. Step 1, calculate interest earned to date. Simple, principal times interest times time. So you've earned $400. Here's your journal entry. Now calculate the total maturity value. Corporation owns it for 30 days, rightfully has earned 400 of the 1,200. The bank will own it for 60 days, so they rightfully will earn 800 of the 1,200 plus their fee. Step number 2, calculate the total maturity value, the 3 months, so $40,000 principal plus the interest. Total face value, maturity value, $41,200. This is the number the bank will use with their discount rate. Calculate the discount. $41,200, the principal and interest times 15%, not 12. They're going to charge you a fee. Times the 2 months they own it. They're going to charge you $1,030. Maturity value less the discount. This is how much cash you get. Here's your entry. The net amount is going to be less revenue, but you still want to record that full $400 revenue because you're recording the loss. So your net interest received really is only $170. This follows the realization or the revenue recognition and the matching principle. Okay, now let's look at some other numbers, how we're going to sort of understand these numbers. The maturity value is $41,200 less the discount. They purchased it for $40,170. This is how much cash you received less the face value. So really the interest received, wasn't that the net amount of total $400 less the loss? So look at the total interest over 3 months. They paid you the discount of $1,030 plus your net interest of $170. That equals the total interest on the note. It'll always be the same amount. This is how you can double check your numbers.